welcome to Pixel Players Reviews, where I review the good, the bad, and the downright horrible. Today, you join me for another exciting episode of Marvelous Monday, where we are going to be reviewing the sixth episode. Sorry about that, of She-Hulk. So, let us get into this. Oh, before I do want to say there will be spoilers for this episode in this review, so you'll have unwarned. We first open on Jen getting an embroidered gift, asking her to be a bridesmaid. It's from her childhood friend Lulu, who Jen doesn't talk to anymore. So Jen takes off work in order to go be a bridesmaid. She has Luke make her a dress that she could go as both She-Hulk and as Jen in. So that was pretty cool. We got to see that Mallory and Nikki are actually working on a case. It's a divorce case, very messy, but it's with someone from the comics, Mr. Immortal. Now, for those of y'all who don't know who Mr. Immortal is, I don't blame y'all. I didn't know who he was until I looked him up either. But he was a part of a subdivision of the Thunderbolts before they knew they were evil. So they joined the Avengers. I can't remember exactly the name of the team, but it's something like that. Jen goes to the wedding as She-Hulk. Lulu tells Jen not to be She-Hulk because, Lulu thinks that Jen being She-Hulk will ruin her big day. Which, she's kind of right, I guess. So Jen powers down, and she's able to help with the wedding, when she finds out that Titania is involved. Apparently Titania is dating one of the groomsmen. So, Jen is convinced that Titania is trying to ruin her life, which she's kind of right. But Lulu says to stop. Tells Jen to stop. Right? And says that that's not it at all. You're making things up, yada, yada, yada. Eventually we get to the divorce case, where it looks like things are going well so far, but it's up against 5 different wives and 1 husband. So, kind of interesting. We learned that Mr. Immortal gets out of the marriages by basically killing himself. But since he's immortal, he can't die. He regenerates. So they go to a mediation to try and see what the wives and the husband wants, right? They want money, eye contact, a bunch of other stuff. It goes well at first, but then they start arguing. So everything just falls out of control. Eventually, Nikki is able to get it back under control. Meanwhile, at the wedding, Jen gets tipsy. She gets drunk. Because, well, what else is there to do at a wedding when the bridesmaids are taking advantage of you and the bride is taking advantage of you? All in all, it was just a sucky wedding. Not gonna lie. Titania finds Jen in her drunken state, and they proceed to have a fight, where Jen proceeds to punch Titania so hard that her teeth cosmetics come out. So she has to get those fixed. and she goes away crying. Although Lulu is kind of apologizes to Jen about how she treated her, so I guess that's all good. Meanwhile, Nikki and Mallory actually look up the Intelligentsia website, which, for Marvel Comics, for those of y'all who do not know, the Intelligentsia is a Marvel supervillain group who is trying to gain all the knowledge in the world. It's some of its ranks includes the leader, Egghead, MODOK, Zemo, and a bunch of other smart characters, right? We learned that there's a bunch of death threats about Jen, right? And there's a lab in there somewhere, and they are testing out vibranium tips. At least we think they are vibranium tips, in order to get some of She-Hulk's blood. I really enjoyed this episode. I will give it an 8 out of 10. The camera design was amazing. The sound design on it, that was amazing as well. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this type of content, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. See you guys!